And we're here with trainer John Cooper. Just a few days following the El Primero del Año Derby, a race that you came out on top with the outstanding horse Munist. Tell us how the horse came back following such a good race.
Monas is quite sound, to be a fact. I guess that's a good word you'd use. But he's training really good. He come off that race the next morning. I was leading him around down there, and he's wanting to play. So I know it didn't take that much out of him. He's had a lot of starts. The only thing that makes me nervous, but I guess we go to each race each time, and we were going to pass this one to go to the next one, and Ronnie said, "What if we get down there and he gets hurt?" So that ended that deal. But he is a real good horse to train, and he had a lot of flaws in him when we started, ducking and diving, and had speed, but he just didn't know what to do with it. Now he's starting to put it together. So I think wherever we end up going this next time, I think he'll be fine.
Now, since you brought up that he had a few flaws starting out, now tell me one of those things that you were most excited about following the Derby was the fact that he ran a pretty straight race.
He runs straight. That's the first time he's actually run straight from wire to wire. He breaks like a Hank, but he runs over somebody, or he's always doing something different. But I think Diaba fits him really good. The race before he run pretty straight, but this time he run straight all the way down there. Generally wants to go somewhere. I think a lot of it in him, he tries so hard, he don't know where he's going. But I think hopefully if he keeps doing this, he'll be as good as most of them that's here for sure.
Now, the fact that you got him to run straight on a couple of races in a row, is that kind of a form that you're able to maintain from a horse, or is that something that you have to continue to work?
He'll start put it together now. It's like, I used to box, and when they'd overmatch me, I didn't box so good. But if I was in my own category, so to speak, I'd do better. But I really believe that this horse can do it. I mean, he's as good as there is here right now. I'm sure there's faster horses, but he'll make them run that wire every time because he likes that ground.
Now you're going to be taking some big punches, taking some swings on Friday night. You have a couple of horses running for Ron Harley. Real quickly, what can you tell me anything about any of those?
One of them's a half brother to Ron Seppi, and then another one that he bought just a habit. He bought her in a sale. He gave quite a bit for her, but she's worked really good. And his other little filly, an Ivy James filly, she's really, I think, kind of special. I don't say about anything much about her, but and Mac's horse, that Bouncer, he's bred to do something, and he's worked good both times. So I think I'll have a good evening. If I don't, I'll just sneak out and we'll get in my truck.
Well, John Cooper has had his share of victories here at Los Alamitos. That was his third El Primero del Año Derby. Now looking at some babies for the same owner, Ron Harley, on Friday night. Back to the studio.